What's going on, TJ Fitness Dinners Reviews, and together with me finally on the channel, Rich Piana, 5% Nutrition, all day you may. Yeah, listen people, I know this is not a new product, but I finally got my hands on 45 single packet servings of this thing, unfortunately in fruit punch flavor. Listen people, I'm gonna take you through the label. I'm gonna tell you what this thing is supposed to be and why is it so different. Then I'm gonna share with you my personal experience using it, and then right towards the end of the video I'm gonna give you my final verdict, should you care. Let's get right into it. Okay boys, so AllDAYYOUMAY obviously was introduced I think 2-3 years ago, probably, maybe even earlier. And the idea here, the premise was, you know, that you have BCAA products, you have intra workouts products, you have recovery products. This is supposed to be an all-day product. So when you look at the profile, it has recovery ingredients, it has endurance ingredients, it has obviously your BCAAs for muscle protein synthesis. It has quite a lot of stuff, including a joint support blend. So really the idea that Rich Piana brought into the market was the first, and really this was the first all-in amino type product that you can take during the day. As far as the actual blend and the premise here, you have about 10 grams of an amino complex, which includes 6 grams of BCAAs. Then on top of that you have essential amino acid, what Rich Piana called conditionally essential amino acids, and then a support blend, amino support blend. Now it's not all of it is really amino acids and essential amino acids, your typical EAA, let's say EAA max or whatever. It does have other stuff that you inside this, what they call the amino blends. You have L-carnitine, you have glutamine for support of and recovery, and then you have stuff like coconut water even in the amino acid profile. So it's not really an amino acid. But the idea is obviously to support hydration and stuff like that. Now some of these blends here are proprietary, like you can see on the label that I've put here. But most of them are open and you can assume some of the quantities. The two other, let's say call them unique or more unique ingredients that they've added to this BCAA or amino product is what they call the muscular support blend, and the second one is the joint support blend. So both of them, you know, the muscular support blend, you have like beta-alanine and creatinol. Now, you know the quantities, it's not clear, but I can tell you 1500 milligrams for both of these are not going to do anything. And on the joint support blend, this is really an interesting MSM and glucosamine type blend, but it's 600 milligrams. The bottom line here is that beyond the essential amino acid, the amino acid profile, like the BCAA, which is well dosed, the other ingredients are really underdosed if you look at them individually. So even though the attempt here obviously was to provide a full package, one of the things you want to consider that if you really want to get the full effect, you probably need to take 4 scoops of that. Interestingly enough, I did check it later, and part of the way that Rich Piana actually presented this product was, let's take 4 scoops of this thing, put it in a bro jug, that 5% nutrition bro jug, and drink that during the day. At 4 scoops of this thing, yeah, a lot of the stuff here are probably well dosed, like the glutamine. The MSM glucosamine, you'll get 2.4 grams of that serving size. That is super respectable probably. That is even more than what you would usually look for in MSM glucosamine blend, which is usually 1500 milligrams. And then same thing goes for the beta-alanine for lactic acid buffering and recovery. So honestly, the problem I have with the label here is that even though this is theoretically on paper probably one of the more complete amino acid profiles you would find in a product, you have a mix between stuff that is well dosed, like the essential amino acids and the amino acids, the BCAA, plus some of maybe the coconut water for hydration, but the rest of the stuff is not. Let's talk about my personal experience. Unfortunately, like I said, the 45 servings I got is fruit punch, but the good news is this is actually good fruit punch. Obviously, I'm not recommending fruit punch. You should try other flavors if you're going for this product. But the fruit punch here, listen, if I'm okay with fruit punch, then this is an okay fruit punch. As far as my personal experience, listen, when I tried this on 1 scoop and just went like a week with it, I didn't feel a big difference between this or any other amino acid profile. I didn't feel better on the joints and stuff like that, which is obviously an unfair comparison because these things take time to actually have an effect. I did feel much better, honestly, when I did take the 4 scoops. But you know what? Like, you know, mostly around recovery. But that is probably the problem I have with this product. So it's a solid profile. I mean, when you compare it, let's say, to the best out there, like let's say Primeval Labs Essential EAA Max, which is here. So as far as the BCA plus essential amino acid, you have a comparable product. But when it comes to the rest of the stuff that are really where this thing comes into value, you want to be taking these 4 scoops that I talked about. Now, this is where pricing comes in. So this is not a cheap product. And you know, Rich Piana products usually don't have a lot of deals attached to them. So this thing at 30 serving stubs comes at around 32 and above. And it's really hard to find it below $30. So if I'm thinking now 4 scoops, then you're paying about $5 a day on recovery of essential amino. Now, you could claim that if you're taking it actually 4 scoops a day, then you're saving your joint support product, maybe saving your intra-workout product, and saving maybe your later in the day amino product. Then, you know what, maybe you can justify $5 a day. For most of you people, you would buy a product, an essential amino acid product or an amino acid product for, let's say, $20-some for 30 servings, and we drink it during the day. That is a bit of a tough compare. Obviously, if you can afford it and can take 4 scoops, and this is a super solid product, I really enjoyed it, and even though it's fruit punch, but that's gonna be a bit hard to justify for most of you guys. Like I said, if you're looking at it just as a BCA essential amino acid product, then 1 scoop of this thing is fine, but the rest of the stuff is not gonna really have any effect. So you might as well buy another product. If you can afford this thing and you want to take 4 scoops just like Rich Piana did, I have nothing bad to say about this thing. Really, nothing. Nothing. Listen, people, if this video was helpful in your AllDAYYOUMAY decision-making process, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel to see more reviews like this, because this is what we do here. We help you make smart decisions about the supplements that you buy, whether it's for recovery or anything else. And obviously, if you want to save money and find the best prices and deals, if we actually find them on AllDAYYOUMAY or any other product, you go to fitnessdealnews.com. We compare prices, we hunt deals, you save money.